Okay, good morning Canada, good afternoon UK, and good evening Kazakhstan, and good night Australia. It is amazing that we can gather today so many attendees from all over the world. And dear colleagues, friends, it is such a great pleasure and honor for us to celebrate this third anniversary of the Kazakhstan PhD Association in the UK with you. And today is also actually World Science Day for Peace and Development, so congratulations to all of us. And first and foremost, I would like to express my sincere gratitude on behalf of my PhD colleagues to our esteemed mentors and partners, His Excellency Ilan Idrisov and the Kazakh Embassy in the UK Embassy in Kazakhstan and British Council, as well as UK government representatives, UK and Kazakhstani colleagues from universities, especially Loughborough University. I see today Dr. Michael Green, Dundee Universities, Kazakh British Technical University, Sabaev University, as well as the British Kazakh Society. So I think Jean Touara should join us today. Colleagues from the Astana International Financial Center, as well as national companies. Dana, hello, and all our dear speakers and supporters for your special contribution to our success. And special thanks, of course, goes to the foundation of the first president for sponsoring our signature event, the forum. So Gani should join us today from London. The Kazakhstan PhD Association in the UK is a non-profit interdisciplinary organization of Kazakhstani PhD researchers in the UK with the aim to facilitate the interactions of researchers of two countries, as well as foster the implementation of the best practices in the field of innovation, science, technology, and sustainable development, of course, with a focus on the needs of Kazakhstan and Central Asian states. I see today colleagues from Uzbekistan, our speakers from the forum, and the association is actually the largest community of PhD, Kazakhstani PhD researchers abroad. At the moment, we have about 110 PhD candidates and graduates whose research areas focus on technical, business, as well as social sciences, as include artificial intelligence, chemistry, agriculture, law, education, geology, IT, etc. And over the last 3 years, the association established cooperation, very friendly cooperation with the Embassy of Kazakhstan in the UK, the British Kazakh Society, several national companies, and we have today our partners, Bureau of Continuous Professional Development of the Astana International Financial Center. We also collaborate with top British universities and their industrial partners, the British Embassy in Kazakhstan and the British Council, as I mentioned before. Also, the association maintains ties with Kazakhstani professionals who work in global cooperation such as Shell, Siemens, Google, as well as founders of startups. Moreover, the association established contacts in Kazakhstan and collaborates with government, organizations, universities, national companies, foundation of the first president, and this year we started our collaboration with the Anti-Corruption Agency. Our members, also the members of the Council of Young Scholars under the Ministry of Education and Science, as well as new Scientific Council at the Anti-Corruption Agency. Thank you so much, our dear partners, friends, for your trust to our association, to our scientists. We believe that collaboration and partnerships at local as well as global level are crucial to move the society towards positive, sustainable changes. And today we are happy to announce that the association is growing and welcoming Kazakhstani PhD and doctorates in Canada and Australia, as well as launches new partnerships with SeedStars Kazakhstan, aiming on the development of innovative ecosystem, academic entrepreneurship, KBTU in the area of education and research. The association's main research initiative has been engaging Kazakhstani and UK international-based researchers to collaborate with other partners to achieve sustainable development goals in the Central Asian region. And over the last 3 years, the association held 5 Central Asian research forums on sustainable development, both in the UK and Kazakhstan, and this year we held it online, where more than 100 young and experienced scientists and researchers from Central Asian states as well as UK, European countries presented their breakthrough projects, which were aiming at sustainable development of Central Asia. Our association has also been active in organizing job fairs in London to help Kazakhstani students to find competitive jobs upon their return to Kazakhstan. And of course, we continue to plan our signature events this year, next year, and invite all of you to join us in building sustainable future. And now let me introduce my colleague and friend, Dr. Madina Junusova, who is also the ambassador of the association to Canada. Madina joined us recently, but her input is really tremendous. So let me pass the floor to Madina.
Hello, dear colleagues, dear friends. Yeah, I joined the association recently, but I'm happy to be here. Actually, it's a great honor for me to be a part of this historic moment when the Kazakhstan PhD Association in the UK opening its doors for Canadian, Australian PhD graduates, academics, and researchers. You're welcome to join our community. And I think you've met a lot of friendly people here, like-minded people here. The association bringing together highly qualified experts from different fields. That's my personal expression so far. We're doing our best to create career and research opportunities for our members, facilitating new partnerships made up of universities, research institutes, public and private companies. We're trying to be open, we're trying to be encouraging, and we encourage our members to contribute to sustainable development, promote good ethical conduct, disseminate research findings and results, and we call for building strong and independent research teams to foster innovation and to create high quality products and services. And actually, my long-standing friend from the UK, Judith Reiser, she awarded me with the opportunity to be a mentee, but my Canadian PhD experience showed me the way how to be a mentor. And in Canada, I met a lot of extraordinary, inspiring mentors who still actually support me and contribute to my career development. And I'm myself mentoring some young researchers doing their studies in the UK, Germany, Kazakhstan, and different parts of the world. So by developing this Canadian part of the association, we would like to create some new type of mentorships by linking experienced researchers and academics from Canada with the starting up early career PhD graduates. And we do believe that if they work together and learn from each other, they can contribute to each other's positive transformation. And together they will boost a new kind of social and economic progress. And using this chance, thank you, Alia, for giving me this opportunity. I would like to thank all the speakers, all the guests who joining us. Let's celebrate this birthday together. Let's enjoy it and let's do something for our society, for our countries and the world. Now I would like to express my special thanks to the ambassador of Kazakhstan in Canada, His Excellency Akalbek Kamaldinov, for his readiness to support this unique transatlantic cooperation. He's a great person. Unfortunately, he could not join us today, but he assigned the advisor of the Kazakhstan embassy in Canada, Murat Rustemov, and he is here with us. Also, he sent us a video record of his speech, and we're going to enjoy it. So I would like to ask my colleague, would you please start the video record of the speech, and we will enjoy.
Құрметті Ерлан Абилфайзұлы, құрметті қатысушылар, ассалаумағалейкум. Қал жағдайларыңыз қалай? Аман есенсіздер ме? Өтінішке орай бүгінгі тікелей эфирге қатысатын жағдай болмай қалды. Жұмыс себептерімен мен шұғыл түрде Канаданың провинциясына шығып кеттім. Бұл себеппен бүгінгі тікелей эфирде менің кеңесшім Мұрат Рүстемов қатысады. Сол себеппен сіздерге арнайы дайындалған менің сәлем сөздерімді қабыл алыңдар. Көп рахмет. Dear guests and participants, I am delighted to address at the 3rd anniversary of the Kazakhstan PhD Association Foundation in the United Kingdom. Science and education have always been the most important factors in the formation of new qualitative human capital. In annual address to the nation of September 1st, President Kassym-Jomart Tokayev highlighted development of human capital among key principles of the new economic course of the country. Kazakhstan has been implementing large-scale institutional reforms, and all levels of educational system must meet the modern realities and support the development of economy. Young people have to play a crucial role in addressing ongoing modernization process. The relationships between Kazakhstan and Canada's universities and colleges is expanding. Around 1,195 Kazakhstani students were enrolled in Canadian institutions in 2019, comparing to 560 in 2010 and 100 in 2000. Currently, 36 students from Kazakhstan attend Canadian universities through the Bolashak program. The main specialties are engineering, information technology, computer science, business, and economics. There is a huge potential for the development of cooperation in educational sphere between Kazakhstan and Canada. Joint efforts have to be continued to find opportunities for the academic exchange and professors and students. It is known that the credibility in the field of scientific research is an important criterion for increasing the comprehensiveness of Kazakhstani science. In this regard, it is worthwhile to pay attention to the task set by association to enhance interaction between professors and students in writing scientific articles to provide the growth of the population activity of Kazakhstan scientists in international rating publications. The embassy fully supports an idea of establishing and development of Kazakhstan Canadian Mentors Platform. It can become a useful source of timely information about programs, benefits, and initiatives available for Kazakh PhD students and graduates. A focused efforts of association to increase PhD students' engagement in national and international scientific and business projects will lead to a creative voice of young scientists in country's intellectual life and strengthen the relationship with global scientific community. The current time brings unprecedented challenges, but also provides new opportunities for the creation and development of new technologies in education, science, and business. By promoting partnership with leading universities and specialists, the PhD Association is able to make a real contribution to the development of the country's competitiveness and help young citizens realize their potential. In this regard, I would like to wish every success to the Kazakhstan PhD Association in its future plans. In conclusion, I would like to wish all the participants fruitful work and new interesting projects. Stay safe and good luck. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you so much, dear representatives from the embassy in Canada, for your such amazing support. We highly appreciate it. And now let me give the floor to Mr. Kpauk, who is the rector and chairman of the board of the Kazakh British Technical University. Mr. Ibrashov is a certified director of the British Institute of Directors, IOD Charter Director, UK. He also holds a award for the opening of the oil birthplace Kashagan and title of Honorary Explorer of the Republic of Kazakhstan for great contributions in geology. He is also a co-author of the book Development of Oil and Gas Fields of the Kazakhstan Sector of the Caspian Sea. Dear Mr. Brashov, let me say a huge thanks to your colleagues, Mr. Chingiz Kanapyanov, Asil Jumasitova, Zhana Tarenova, Diana, as well as our new member in the association, Selim Abjalova, for open and friendly dialogue. Please, the floor is yours.
Здравствуйте. Құрметті отандастар, құрметті докторанттар, әріптестер, бүгінгі жиынға қатысушылар, сіздермен бүгінгі сіздің 3 жылдық мерекесінің тойын өткізіп отырған кездесуге қатынасып отырғаныма өте қуаныштымын. Сіздерді Ұлыбританиядағы PhD докторанттардың ассоциациясының 3 жылдық мерейлі тойыменен құттықтаймын. Құтты болсын. Добрый день, дорогие соотечественники, уважаемые докторанты, члены ассоциации, гости, дамы и господа. Позвольте поприветствовать всех вас и поздравить с 3-летним юбилеем Ассоциации PhD докторантов Великобритании. Я бы хотел начать со слов великого немецкого поэта и философа Фридриха Шиллера. The human being grows with his growing goals. Весь мир живет сегодня в период развития мирового движения Leaders for Future. Лидеры – это те люди, которые могут менять мир и которые могут создавать новые. Несмотря на все коррективы, которые жизнь вносит в наш привычный уклад работы, жизни, активности, мы продолжаем интенсивные контакты, развиваем диалог и взаимодействие. Этот год стал переломным для всех нас во многих отношениях. Конечно же, это очень сильно повлияло на систему образования во всем мире, в том числе в нашей стране, на все виды образования, и дошкольное, и школьное, и профессионально-техническое, и высшее образование, как и на другие отрасли экономики наших стран. Экономические и политические свершения предыдущих десятилетий в нашей стране позволили сфокусировать государственные приоритеты на главную ценность – человек, его развитие, развитие молодежи. Это сегодня приоритеты государства. Первый. Казахстан возлагает большие надежды на молодежь, так как молодежь является основным драйвером развития. Мы надеемся на наше новое поколение, на новое поколение наших ученых. Молодые люди, вы, как правило, более мобильны, как географически, так и профессионально, особенно в сегодняшних условиях быстро меняющего мира. То, что мы сегодня наблюдаем все. КБТУ ставит для себя приоритетом интернационализацию и развитие университета в соответствии с глобальными трендами. Over the past years, there has been an increase in academic mobility 6 times since 2015, and there is growth of the number of our students and the foreign students by 4 times in the similar period. Students from different countries such as China, Afghanistan, Russia, Kyrgyzstan, Uzbekistan, Pakistan, and the other countries are studying with us. Our faculty includes professors from different countries such as United States, Great Britain, Australia, Italy, Russia, Uzbekistan, and others. Every year, our university is present in international QS ranking. In the region of Central Asia and Eastern Europe, we are in the top of 30% of universities according to global QS ranking, and we are in the top of 5 universities in Kazakhstan. Our programs, number of our programs received international accreditation, such as ABET, which we are proud of, because we are a single university in Central Asia which has ABET. Our business school accredited by ACBSP, we have accreditation CIMA, ACCA, SFAA. We were also affiliated center of FRM, Financial Risk Management, via Astana International Financial Center. Для КБТУ работа с молодыми учеными крайне важна, это наш приоритет. Мы увеличиваем контингент поствузовского образования. 4 года назад соотношение между бакалавриатом и поствузовским образованием составляло порядка 5%. Сегодня у нас 18,4% поствузовское образование. Это магистратура, докторантура. Мы увеличиваем выпуск докторантов, стараемся найти новые, востребованные ниши, образовательные программы на стыке научных, исследовательских лабораторий, которые существуют в нашем университете, наших дочерних компаниях. В состав университета входят 2 старых советских, исторических университета. Институт химических наук имени Бектурова, который был создан в мае 1945 года, и в 1962 году от него отделился Институт топливокатализа электрохимии имени Сокольского. Практика показывает, что больше всего сегодня молодые ученые интересуют прежде всего технические науки, такие как физика, IT, ну и поменьше природообустройство, архитектура, нанотехнологии, авиакосмическое приборостроение и конструирование. Но при этом хочу сказать, что мы очень сильны, например, в некоторых областях, таких как альтернативная энергетика, нанотехнологии, металловедение и проблемы коррозии. Очень востребованы сегодня тематики в индустрии Казахстана. При университете существует консультативный совет, который объединяет порядка 80 компаний, бизнеса из разных секторов экономики Казахстана. Мы встречаемся каждый год 2 раза, обсуждаем в основном проблемы, связанные со стратегическим развитием, трендами развития университета. На каждом факультете, их 7 направлений у нас, существуют индустриальные комитеты, также, которые включают представителей бизнеса, где мы обсуждаем уже детали, рабочие учебные планы, кого выпускать, в каком количестве, что сегодня поменялось, что сегодня устарело в наших учебных планах, что нового видит индустрия, бизнес и так далее. Поэтому докторанттар, енді сіздер Ұлыбританияның жерінде сол жерден оқып, тәжірибе алып, үйреніп отырған жас адамсыңдар. Біз бәрімізге сәттілік тілеймін. Болашақтың, өмірдің жақсылығын тілеймін. Бірақ елді де ұмытпау керек, біз сіздерді күтеміз. Мынау енді ассоциациямен бірігіп, біздер меморандумға қол қояйын деп жатырмыз. Соған дайындалып жүрміз. Сондықтан сіздер осы елге келіп, елде қызмет жасаймын, ғылымды, жоғарғы білімді алға қарай игереміз десек, осы біздің елімізде, біз қолымыздан келетін барлық қамқорлығымызды, барлық жағдайды жасаймыз. Құтты болсын мерекелеріңіз.
Рахмет, бірге болайық.
Thank you so much for your amazing speech. We highly appreciate it. So our next distinguished speaker is coming from business, Mr. Serik Shakarim, who is the General Director of SeedStars Kazakhstan. Dear Serik, the floor is yours. We believe that the dialogue between our scientists and business community can hopefully bring science and industry closer to each other. Serik, the floor is yours.
Many thanks. I'm glad to be here, to become a part of your history and a good start with our collaboration. I would be brief, and the first thing that I would say that congratulations to the association. You're growing, you have an amazing traction, and I hope that we have a great future for you, since the people are the main treasure of our country and PhD are the brightest ones of ours. So I'm hopeful on this side. As a representative of SeedStars, I would like, on behalf of SeedStars, I would like to say that we believe that strong collaboration between science and I'm representing more not the business but investments. I would say there is a bright future behind it. It was a driver of all the economies around the world, and hopefully we can make at least one example. And on the trail of one great example, we can move forward. We can move forward and provide an example to which we can refer. Um, I would like to say that I wish it to be a good start of something big, something that would be fruitful for both the people part of your associations, the PhDs, and for the Kazakhstan as a whole, since the main aim of our company is make a positive impact. And Kazakhstan is one of those countries where I'm from and where our company wish to do something impactful in order to, in the aim of solving at least some of the SDGs. And I hope your innovation and our abilities and this collaboration will provide these opportunities for the future growth. Happy birthday, and wish us all a great beginning of another story, another maybe 3, 5, 10 years of collaboration.
Thank you so much. Yeah, and to highlight, we have actually a whole day devoted to research commercialization on the 12th of November, which is organized in partnership with Seed Stars and under coordination of my PhD colleagues, Daniela and Daria. Dear attendees, you can register to this event, and hopefully we will see you there. So now let me pass the floor to our partner, Bureau of Continuous Development, Professional Development of the AIFC. Dear Elmira Obri, the floor is yours.
Thank you, dear colleagues. Aliya, I'm personally congratulating you and the PhD Association with your 3rd anniversary. You really deserve all the best, because the work you're doing is very amazing and impactful for the future of the Kazakhstan. The great ideas requires the great responsibilities. In other words, I would like to say the great ideas needs the great minds. And you are actually helping us to shape this community. You 110 shapers, as you mentioned, it's just a beginning. It's just a beginning of the bright future of the Kazakhstan in a way to develop the innovations, develop the science and sustainable growing of our country and economy in a global wise perspective. So I wish you all the best and continue to grow, to scale. I'm very happy to hear that you have new members so with new countries, which is very great achievement. Congratulations for you for this. And I hope it will bring us the new names, the new openings, the bright minds, which will really help the Kazakhstan and PhD Association to flourish in the future. We have many things in common, actually, Aliya. Do you remember we started our history? We have several events in common. We began to make some collaborations since 2018 with the first job fair in the United Kingdom. Then we continued with first, actually it was a second and third Central Asian research on sustainable development in Kazakhstan. It was like 2 years in a row. It was very great memories and a lot of interesting like aha moments and very good contexts and great speakers. We really appreciate this history in common, which we'll have. Now it's our history as well, and we are very proud of it, and we'll continue to support you with this. This year we started with the knowledge talks, and I hope those initiatives is just also a beginning of something bigger. So I wish you all the best. Continue to do what you do because you are great in this. And I wish success to every and each of you member and the team as well, because you're the great people, you're high-level professionals, and you're really bringing to the world something which is really, really important in our world of uncertainty. You bring in new ideas, the bright ideas. So I wish you to continue with this and do your best. Thank you very much and happy birthday again.
Thank you, dear Elmira. Yeah, thank you for coming today. I see you joined us today. And just to mention, highlight, the AFC was a sponsor of our 7th forum in Kazakhstan. We also held several webinars, knowledge exchange sessions, and hopefully we will continue after this pandemic situation. Thank you. So now, dear Mr. Eric Lorry, nice to meet you. Very happy to meet you today and welcome to Kazakhstan, and thank you for your support today coming to celebrate our anniversary. So dear attendees, the next our distinguished guest is Director of British Council in Kazakhstan, Mr. Eric Lorry.
Thank you very much indeed. It's a pleasure to meet you all. I'm sorry that it's all online, and for the moment face-to-face seems to be something kind of remote and distant, but I think we're all getting used to it now. Huge congratulations, I think, to you. I mean, it sounds like you're growing from strength to strength as an association. And when I look at my screen now, I can see 53 participants, which I think is pretty extraordinary. So well done. I'm obviously, as the new head of the British Council in Kazakhstan, I'm actually quite new to this part of the world. I've been everywhere else in the world except Central Asia. So it's very good to be here and a great experience. And from what I've seen in my 1 month here, which is basically online, unfortunately, but there are some great people. So I'm delighted to be able to join you today. I think the ask was for me to just say a little bit about the British Council and the work that we're doing. So technology permitting, if I can share my screen, if that's going
Yes, sure. Just a moment. I think you can join share now. That's it.
Is that's it? Yeah. So
It should be green button.
Can you see that?
No.
Probably pressing the wrong button. Share. There it is.
Yeah.
You can see that, I think.
Yes.
You can see. Okay. So no, well done on your 3 years. I think that's wonderful, and I hope this won't be the last time that we can connect with you on these sorts of events. And indeed, would be happy to talk about specific topics rather than perhaps about the British Council in general. So we are present in quite a few countries around the world, some more intensely perhaps than others. It varies a lot, but we're present in about 100 to 110 countries. Some fall off the list, some come back on the list. But this map hopefully gives an idea of where we are around the world. I've just come from Afghanistan, so I was in Afghanistan for 4 years, and it's great to come to a place where one can walk around the streets without having bodyguards or having to move in a helicopter. So I think for me that's a great improvement. So the British Council, we basically are what we call the UK's soft power organisation, and by soft power we mean those things that bring countries together and create friendships, and those tend to be what we call assets of culture, education, and language. Now, I don't know if you can see this, it's probably too small on your screen, but basically, I suppose if you look at a spectrum of how countries engage with each other, at one end you've got sort of aid and development, then you've got language, education, qualifications, then you sort of get into that thing of developing partnerships and trade, moving across into sort of trade promotion, tourism, and then you go all the way to the other extreme, where you've got kind of what we call hard power, which is the more extreme ways that societies engage with each other, which is kind of military action, sanctions, coercion, etc. And I think we see ourselves much more in this kind of middle bit, which is around building relationships through education, skills, and just that kind of bringing young people together. What makes so what's different about the British Council? So we're a non-departmental public body. We're also registered as a charity by Royal Charter. We're non-political, so we don't belong to any political party whatsoever. And we represent the whole of the UK, so Northern Ireland, Scotland, Wales, and England. A key thing for us is those long-term relationships. We're not here, for the moment. We're here for the long haul. Often relationships only really build over time, and yes, one can have short-term relationships, but I think the more sustainable ones are the long-term ones that are built over many years. Mutuality, I think, is also important to us. We're not here to proselytize. We're not here to tell people how to do things. It's mutual learning. It's bringing UK expertise, and in this case Kazakh expertise, to engage together, and in that dialogue hopefully we'll each make a difference on each other. I think it's important to stress that learning is for everybody, and in the UK we have as much to learn from the world as I think the world has to learn from us. So that mutuality is absolutely essential. And I think for any relationship, in our view, to work, it has to be mutual. Both sides have to see it as a win-win. Our primary focus is on young people. Why? Because we see them as the future of the country. They're going to be the future leaders. They're the people coming up through education. They're the people who are going to get into jobs. They're the people who are going to basically take both the UK and indeed Kazakhstan into new places. So young people are the primary focus for us. We have a mixed model of working. So we have, if you like, kind of two personalities. One of them is our grant work, what we call grant, which is government grant, where we engage in various countries using that grant money. But we also have a business side, and for us, that business side in Kazakhstan is principally exams, the IELTS exams, and the APTIS exams. The IELTS exam being particularly prestigious because it's often used as the benchmark exam for getting into universities. And I think also we see ourselves as being able to engage with people in a way that perhaps Her Majesty's government does not. Precisely because we can do all kinds of interesting things and interesting projects that perhaps an embassy with a more traditional role doesn't have. A little bit about our background in Kazakhstan. We opened in 1994. We have offices in Almaty, which was the first one, then Aturau, and I'm very pleased to say that we are now firmly in Nur Sultan. I am actually based in Nur Sultan, and there's a reason for that. We feel that if we are going to engage with the Ministry of Education, the Ministry of Culture, and other kind of key players in Kazakhstan, we need to have that presence in Nur Sultan. So that's why I'm based there. We have 45 full-time staff. Most of those are in Almaty, principally because of the exams work. But we now have 7 people, including myself, up in Nur Sultan. These are very rough figures of the kind of reach that we've had. So our English education, society and science work has reached roughly 2.5 million people across the country. And last year alone, in our events, this is pre-COVID, I have to stress, pre-COVID, our events attracted over 155,000 people. And we delivered 22,000 exams in 17 different cities, 17 different locations across the country. Very quickly, so we tend to work in some key areas. English language is one of them. So working with Kazakhstan and the Ministry of Education to develop English language teaching, the methodology for teachers, and improve the learning context for learners. Very interestingly, recently, this has very much become an online engagement. So looking at how we can best utilize online for learning. And I was in a previous conversation with Vice Minister Bigari, talking to a number of colleagues in the UK, and he was saying that so much of learning at the moment is basically online. I mentioned that we deliver IELTS. We also have another kind of lighter exam called APTIS, which is a bit more fleet of foot, and it's a very kind of quick test that we offer for people who want rapid assessment for example, their employees. And also we host exams for a number of UK examination bodies, including universities. We have programs in culture. One of them is called Creative Spark, and the idea of this program is basically to give young creative entrepreneurs in Kazakhstan the tools they need to become professionals. So that might mean marketing skills, it might mean polishing up the skills that you have in your particular area of the creative industries, be that in writing, be that in music, performing arts, or whatever that is. We also have another program that's been going on for quite a while now, called Creative Central Asia, which is also about skills development, and this brings together creative professionals in the UK with creative professionals in Kazakhstan, and through that networking, being able to work on joint projects. A key program for us going forwards is going to be higher education for employability, where we very much want to do some research with the Ministry of Education and Science, looking at where is the higher education sector in Kazakhstan at the moment in terms of the kind of students it produces, the kind of skills they leave university with, and how does business view the crop of students that universities are producing. I think this is going to be quite an interesting piece of work because it's looking at how higher education can best match Kazakhstan for the future and the needs of employers. We have done quite a lot of work in science and STEM subjects, and we're also hoping to do some more going forwards. I don't have details yet, but STEM is very much, I think, a key ask that we're often queried about in terms of the work that we do. So we are looking to develop some more work in that area. Yeah, that's it from me, and apologies, I think that went on a bit longer than perhaps I had planned, but thank you very much.
Thank you so much. So thank you for sharing such informative presentation. Look forward to participating in your mentioned events and hope to see you also at our forum.
Thank you.
Dear ladies and gentlemen, I'm pleased to introduce now our advisor of the PhD Association and the ambassador of Kazakhstan to the UK, also has been quite the Minister of Foreign Affairs, His Excellency Ivan Idrisov. I would like to say that I'm so lucky to work with Mr. Ambassador and learn quite a lot of things. So dear Ambassador, you know how much I and my colleagues appreciate your tremendous efforts to support and develop our association. And I guess we have quite a lot of work ahead of us, and we hopefully will get from you support and mentorship. So the floor is yours.
Aliyah, thank you very much. Everyone on the panel, good morning, or good evening, or good afternoon. I'm sorry I was a bit late because I was on another event, a video event with former Defense Secretary of the United States, Chuck Hagel, on the Global Strategy Forum. Therefore, I'm joining you at the end of your panel. I was supposed to open your panel today. I'm very happy that we are today online together, celebrating the 3rd anniversary of the PhD Association of Kazakh PhD Association in UK. I very clearly remember those days 3 years ago when Aliyah and her group came up to me in the embassy, and we talked, and I said, you have my 300% support. I was particularly impressed by the composition of the association. They were then close to 100. 85% of them were girls. 85% of those who were in the association, they studied technical subjects like chemistry, like biology, like other science subjects. And I was very proud. I remember I told Aliyah, you don't need any more diplomats like me. So I was very impressed that we don't have the majority of international relations students or something like that. In these 3 years, association has grown in size and substance. I'm very happy to see that association didn't lose the zeal and stamina. I'm very happy that you are growing up. The evidence of that is participation of your colleagues from Canada. I can see Madina Junusova is joining us. She made also a presentation. Unfortunately, my good friend Akılbek Kamaldinov, our ambassador, couldn't join physically, but I understand that he sent a video message to the participants of the panel. My good friend Kenzibek Ibrashev from KBTU also gave a very nice presentation. And I came to know very recently the new head of British Council in Kazakhstan, Eric Lorry. We had a long video meeting just recently. And Eric, thank you for your presentation. I would like to say that association, in my understanding, is the symbol of the future of Kazakhstan. Therefore, it has my support. I am firmly believing, like our Yelbasi, like our president, in the young generation. Everything which is being done in this country by the previous and new government is always oriented to support the youth. Building the human capital is one of the top priorities for any government of Kazakhstan. Therefore, association, as you call yourself, what's the abbreviation? Kpauk or Kpauk? What's your abbreviation?
Kpauk.
Yeah, Kpauk, Kpauk, as I call it, is a very bright symbol of new times coming. Therefore, you have to persevere, you have to go ahead, you have to be strong and bold to come up to different offices and take what you need to take from this time. The time is yours. Therefore, I strongly encourage you to keep up with your ideas, with your ambitions. Don't be afraid of bureaucracy. Don't be afraid of obstacles and challenges. With everything which is in my hands, I was always trying to support the Kpauk, as you call it. I introduced this association to the administration of the president, to the Ministry of Education, to the Astana International Financial Center, to so many quarters, and with only one word: please do support these young guys. Please do help them in with their ambitions. Please understand and listen to them, and don't take things too kind of lightly. They're quite serious guys. They have very strong visions for the future, and we have to support them. This is my approach, and this, I hope, will remain the approach of other agencies or other interlocutors you find on your way. I would like to continue, Aliyah, with you and your colleagues, the Central Asia Science Forum, which we were doing together with you for the last 3 years. The last most successful in physical terms was in Lavbar University, which we want to bring to Kazakhstan to work on the commercialization of the science. I just talked yesterday with Bolashak. I wrote another letter to the Minister of Education supporting this, the inclusion of Lavbar University and Dundee University to the rostrum of British universities to work with on this industrialization and commercialization aspects of our education. Aliyah and her association has supported our embassy's initiative on the job fairs, and we have now the 3rd job fair coming. We hope that we'll have the next job fair in February next year. These are all initiatives which have practical meaning. They are oriented towards the future, and they aim to empower our young generation. And Aliyah, although you are sitting all around the world, Aliyah in Kazakhstan now because of the pandemic, I'm in London, Madina is in Canada, Elmira is also in Kazakhstan. So we are in different parts of the world, but we are together. That's one of the benefits of the pandemic world. It didn't bring on only disadvantages. There are certain advantages of the pandemic world. It's forcing us to go online, to use new tools of communication. And I'm very happy. Just look, I was just 20 minutes ago on the internet connection with Secretary Hagel, Chuck Hagel, former senator. And in 20 minutes, I'm switching and now seeing Aliyah in Kazakhstan and Madina in Canada and Eric in Nur Sultan. So I'm very happy that you continue to be ambitious. Aliyah, I know your ambitions. You know that you have my support every time. I'm happy that you are having this celebratory 3 days event, and you have practical things, you have workshops, you have talks, you have discussions. This is very good. This is exactly what we were talking, Aliyah, with you 3 years ago. And I hope that many doors which we open together with you will help you to get to the right people, to talk right topics, and make right decisions for the future. I wish you every success. Aliyah, we have a plan with you for the next job fair, as you know. We have a plan with you for the next science forum. whether online or physical. So my team is in the embassy is always ready, and I once again want to commend young boys and girls for their visionary ambitions. Actually, your ambitions is the vision of the leadership of Kazakhstan. We want to build a strong, self-reliant, modern, future-oriented, liberal Kazakhstan. And this can be done only with a concerted work of old generation and young generation, and the bulk of the job will be on the shoulders of the young generation. Therefore, I wish young generations every success, and please do believe that you have all the tools and all the empowerments in your hands to achieve your ambitious goals for the future. All the best. I know that it is a very nice weather in Kazakhstan, in Almaty particularly. We cannot boast of nice weather here in London. We are in the second lockdown in London, but let's hope that good news with this Pfizer vaccine will help us to get rid of this pandemic sooner than later. Thank you very much.
Thank you, dear Ambassador, for your such warm words, recommendation, advices. Highly appreciated. So, dear speakers, do you want to share something with us, with other speakers maybe, or can we give the floors maybe to participants? So, Madina, you would like to give the floor to your colleague, right?
Yeah, there are some participants wanted to speak. I think they have to raise their hand so that we know who is willing to say something, share their wishes, or
maybe any questions or something like that.
Yeah, maybe questions. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to look at the participants. I don't see the hands.
Aliyah, how you pronounce your abbreviation?
KPA UK.
That's very long.
They will work on the rebranding when the Australian guys will join, because Australian guys, they are really straightforward and ambitious about having some cool names.
Aliyah, at first glance, this abbreviation sounds like Kpauk. You know, Pauk is like a spider. I don't know.
Yeah.
But this is just a thought. Of course, decision is yours.
Sure, sure. So, Madina, you,
Judith,
your colleague?
Yeah, I see Judith. She's with us. Actually, Judith, she just let me introduce her. She's my long-standing mentor. She's one of the brightest, I think, UK writers, editors, and just a person advocating for some good change in the London and UK in general. So, Judith, would you please? I think you can now speak. And you can turn on your video also.
I don't know what's happening with the technology, but it took me half an hour to get into your webinar, so and the functions are missing. I don't know why. But anyway, I'm very happy to have been invited, and I am so glad about all this progress which you're making, and I really hope that I can be an active participant, although I am not a young person. You can't see that because you haven't got the video, but I am young in my heart, and so I really try to support what you try to do. I think your objectives are very much the same as mine, and I think it's very important to establish mutual understanding and mutual learning. I think this is very, very important, and that is how we can make progress. Thank you.
Thank you, Judith. And there is an open question, Aliyah. I think you will be the better person to answer about how to be part of the association. Myself, I cannot answer this question because that was chaotic. I don't know how I became part of association, but I was just starting to do a lot of things, and that was the way how I joined. So Aliyah, maybe you will clarify, please.
I think you can find information on our website, kpauk.org, or just send us email on info@kpauk.org, and then we can discuss if we can find some either collaboration schemes or membership scheme. So any more questions? I see the rector of Atyrau University, Mr. Dasha Kulikova. If you want to speak, just let us know. We will be happy.
Alia, I have a couple of points to make.
Yeah, sure.
First of all, once again, thank you to all. I understand that we are all scattered, but I assume that many students and Kazakh students in UK watch this webinar. As you know, we have the elections to the parliament on the 10th of January. So the embassy is preparing for this election. I have sent my first information letter to the Kazakh citizenry in the UK. We have formally asked UK authorities to make sure that we have successful and safe elections in the embassy. So please look up embassy's website, embassy's information letters for the upcoming parliamentary elections to Kazakhstan. A second announcement, Talia, for you and others. I'm having an annual meeting with our students here, as you know. This year, because of the pandemic, we'll be having it online on the 25th of November. Please join up. I'm particularly very keen to talk to our students about their life during these pandemic times, particularly the challenges they may face in terms of their education, studies, etc., etc. So anyone who is interested, please join. Join up our meeting. It will be an online meeting in the evening of the 25th at 6 p.m., starting at 6 p.m. London time. So I would like to make this announcement, and Alia, you particularly should join our online meeting with the students. I'm sure that you have been informed, but through you, please let others interested know. And this also relates to your question. Alia's details, I think, are on our embassy's website too. So all the contact details of the association can be found through our embassy too, for those who are interested. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, dear Ambassador. Yes, we share this information. So I think we can finish our opening session. And
sorry, Alia, I see that the advisor of the Kazakhstan Embassy in Canada, Murat Rustemov, he turned on his video. Maybe he would like to say some concluding remarks.
Thank you. Thank you all, Marina, Alia, for today's event. I hope that it will help us to promote our scientific cooperation with all our, I think, the PhD associates, the students, the graduates around the world. And I was very happy to hear that now the Australian, I think the students, the Kazakhstani students from Australia could join the association, and which I hope will make the association definitely more diverse and more represented. And we were happy to hear that the Canadian students will be also able to join and cooperate and collaborate. I would like to wish every success to the work of the association, and we will be very happy to assist in your future projects. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your last remarks. So dear colleagues, attendees, speakers, let me remind and invite you to our upcoming sessions, which will be held until the 12th of November. Tomorrow we have sessions with KBTU and University of Central Asia. And on the 12th, we have a whole day devoted to research commercialization with 6 stars, CIRIC. And also we have a workshop on book publication. So you are very welcome. And thank you once again for joining us today and celebrating our birthday. Thank you.
Let us remind that there is a workshop right after this official opening, which is going to be very interesting and timely. It's about it's a stimulation workshop, so you will play. You should put yourself on and try to be a different actor. And it's called Coffee Bean, and it's going to be run by a very active and enthusiastic trainer, Dr. Natalia Handley. And it's going to be in Russian. So if you would like to change or transform from inside and think about coffee production from a different point of view, so please join. It's going to be shortly. And yeah, enjoy because this is a birthday. Relax, enjoy. That's our aim. And I saw that Eric wanted to say something. Yeah, he raised his hand. We don't hear you, please.
No, I was asking whether coffee will be served at the webinar.
Only especially for you. I think we can arrange something. About others, we don't need the addresses.
Okay. Okay. All the best then. Good luck.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Happy
Thank you
birthday
very much.
to us.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Thank you. See you next year.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.